A very good evening to all of you. I am life coach Dr. Uttam Dave, and I'm going to talk today about how to build a rapport with anyone you want. My dear friends, we are living in the 21st century where we constantly need to influence people one way or the other. And you cannot influence somebody till you have a rapport with them. So, what are the 9 different ways in which you can build rapport with people? The first is greet people with a smile and a warm hello. Now, the moment you greet people with a smile, people automatically get gravitated towards you, and then they become more receptive towards you. The second is when you say hello and goodbye to people, use their names. Now, this is something very, very important. If you are someone who forgets people's names, then that is not going to go down very well. So, one way of remembering names is when they introduce themselves, you can repeat their name. For example, if somebody says, "Hello, I'm John," then you can immediately say, "Hi, John, it was a pleasure meeting you." So, something like that you can try so that you remember the names of people. Coming to the third point, what you can do, make a genuine inquiry about their family or about another topic important to them. Show interest in their interests. Now, one way to break ice is to talk about their family, whether they are single, whether they are married, how many children do they have, what are the children doing, is the wife working or not, etc. So that is how you can build rapport with people. So you kind of move from very very impersonal topics to personal topics. Now let us see the fourth way in which you can build a rapport. The fourth way in which you can build a rapport is dress as they do. Now, this is something very, very important when you're going for a job interview. So, if you see your manager, if you know that your manager is going to wear a tie and probably, a suit or something, you can also wear a tie and a suit and then go for the interview to create more rapport between him and you. Now, coming to point number 5. Spend more time listening than talking. Continue to probe to get them to talk about what's on their mind. Now, this is very, very important. There are people who keep on talking only about themselves. They are least bothered what the other person likes, does not like, or what they are all about. Do not make that mistake. Be a good listener. Keep your mouth closed for a lot of time and listen very, very carefully. That way, you will learn a lot about them, and later on, you can talk about those topics which interest them. Coming to point number 6, search for common passions. All of us have some hobbies or the other. For some, it would be reading, for some, it would be cricket, some would be golfing, some would be fishing, some would be playing badminton, some would be playing soccer, etc. So, if you have something common in with them, as far as any games or sports is concerned, try to talk about it and then build a rapport from there onwards. Coming to point number 7, ask people for advice on matters in which they consider themselves to be expert. So, for example, let's say you met somebody who's a financial expert. So, if you want to build a rapport with him, you have to act as if you are his student and ask him a lot of questions. So that will definitely put him to a superior position to you, and he'll be more open to develop a rapport with you, friendship with you, and later on you can influence him in the way you want. Point number 8. Listen to the person's tone of voice. Is it happy? Is it sad? Is it loud? Is it soft? Now, what do you do after doing that? After you have listened to his voice, whether it's happy or sad, loud or soft, you will need to emulate that. So, if he's talking in a happy voice, talk in a happy voice. If he's talking in a sad voice, talk in a sad voice. If he's very loud, you be slightly louder. If he's soft, then you be slightly softer. So, that way you are kind of mirroring him, and that will help to build a rapport. And coming to the ninth and the final point, that is observe the person's body language, especially eye contact, posture, and gestures. Match it as closely as you can without being obvious to send a powerful subconscious acknowledgement of empathy. Now, this is very, very important. Let's say you have gone out for a lunch to meet someone, let's say a business partner. So it's very important that you mirror his body language. So, for example, if he leans forward and he's talking to you, you may also want to lean forward and talk to him. Let's say, like he pushes his chair backward. So you may also want to push your chair backward. Or let's say he lifts his glass and puts it over there. I mean, places it mid-air. You can also lift up your glass and place it mid-air. So that way you are mirroring his gestures and his body language, so that will make him more receptive towards you. So friends, these are 9 different ways in which you can build a rapport with just about anybody in the world. So depending upon the situation, whether it is formal or informal, you can try all of these, and I can give it to you in writing that all of these are surefire methods, and they definitely help you to build a rapport with whomsoever you want. So thank you very much for watching this video. Do like this video, do comment on this video, and do subscribe to this channel. Thank you.